Are aftermarket sun visors any good? Let's find out. This is what we'll be working on today, a 2009 Honda Civic LX. Now, if you've had a Honda for any length of time, you know sun visors break all the time. Let's check this one out. And we can see, yeah, it's broken right there. And yeah, it's definitely seen better days. They typically break right there because the mechanism in there is a little bit stronger than the plastic that's holding it. And so, yeah, the mechanism is not turning. This is turning, but that little metal piece in there is not going anywhere. I did a video on that. Maybe I'll put a link to it. These ones where it has cloth right here and plastic right here are a little more susceptible to breaking right there because it doesn't have the strength of the plastic or anything going all the way across because it's broken up right here. But yeah, you can see, and this is a factory original one. It's broken. And this one over here, you can see it's, well, hopefully you can see it's doing the same thing. You can see, wow, that really snapped back, but it's definitely breaking right there. And this one is not very old. In fact, I think I filmed this. I filmed replacing this because it was only like a little piece left in there. And I put a new one in. I'm not even sure if I ever posted it, but I definitely filmed it. So this one has not been in there very long and it's already broken. So even the genuine Honda ones don't last very long. So I have some aftermarket ones and we'll see how they differ from these. And when I close it, you'll hear what's making the sound. It's starting to break and come apart right there. You can see it right there. And that's usually where they break or come apart. Alright, here is our aftermarket visors. There's two of them in here. There's the part number, made in China. I have no idea what the actual part number is. I know it's replacing a Honda number where it's listed right there, but I'm not sure exactly what the part number is. I ordered a couple of these and they came in the same exact box with the same sticker and everything. Just this was written a little bit different on the other sticker, so it was exactly the same thing. So I actually sent the other one back. So it seems like if you order aftermarket visors, at least for a Civic like this vehicle, you're going to get the same manufacturer. Okay, here's what they look like out of the packaging. I mean, they look pretty similar to the OEM ones. I know that on this vehicle, or these Civics, they can come with a lighter gray and a darker gray, so this is the lighter gray. I'm not sure how well it'll match, but it should be good enough. And they do come with new screws if needed. Now let's see the mechanism. And it definitely feels like an aftermarket one. Not as smooth as the Honda ones, but we've seen what the Honda ones do. Let's see. Now this one is not going to have the attachment for a lighted mirror, so if yours has a lighted mirror, then this wouldn't work. Or at least it would work, you just wouldn't have the light portion. But that's what it looks like. It looks like it has similar stickers as to the ones that are currently on there. But, well, let's throw it in, see what it looks like. Alright, we look at our new one, compare it to the old one. They pretty much look the same. Same size, same everything. The new one, although it's hard to tell because there's some shadowing here, I think the new one might be slightly lighter gray than our old original one, but pretty darn close. Who knows, maybe the darker gray would have matched this one a little bit better, but we're just trying to get this thing to work. And to put it in perspective, this genuine Honda one that's already breaking was about $125. This right here for a set of two was $40, so considerably cheaper. When it would, if we bought two genuine Honda ones, it would be like $250 compared to about $40 here. You're saving 200 bucks. So even if these fail sooner, that's still a pretty good deal at only about $20 a piece. Alright, it's in and it works. Sounds like it creaks a little bit when you move it, but at least it moves, stays up in position. If we sprayed a little bit of probably some silicone spray or something like that in there. That'll probably quiet it down and make it last a little bit longer, because typically the mechanisms start to seize up and then eventually they just bind up so much that the plastic breaks when you try to open and close it. So spraying a little silicone will probably prolong it anyway. But it fits in here well, like that. Seems to go over in position. Of course, this one doesn't move or do anything like that. It just sits still. And mirror looks all right. So yeah, I think it works pretty good. And if we look at the color difference between the factory original one and that one, this one is just a little bit lighter, but not by a lot. I mean, that's pretty darn close. If I replace the other one, you would never know. And right here, this original plastic and this one, they're pretty darn close also. Although this one is just slightly darker, and sometimes the camera picks up on it, you know, a little too much because of shadowing. But yeah, if I put it right there, you can see they're almost exactly the same color, so not a huge difference. I went ahead and replaced the passenger side also so that it would match, but this one's not nearly as creaky. This one actually works pretty good. And of course, the mirror still works and everything. So yeah, now at least they look the same. Okay, you curious how these things break? Well, I have the mechanism right here that goes inside there. So obviously it sits in there just like that, depending, and this piece will depend on where the position of the visor is. So when you turn the visor, you're turning this thing right here. And what happens is this gets really stiff. And you can see I can barely move this one. And so what happens is that this becomes so hard to move that the plastic can't overcome the force of this, and then the plastic opens up and breaks. So that's all it is inside there. Cheap little mechanism like this being held in with a little bit of cheap plastic, and then, well, don't wonder why it breaks now that you've seen it. This is exactly why they break. Well, for $40, my initial impression is I like them. I don't think they're too bad. Are they perfect? No, but they're $40. And compared to these $125 expensive ones from Honda that go bad pretty fast, well, I think it's worth a shot trying them out. So we'll see how long they last. And hey, if they last at least as long as this, then it's a good deal at $40 rather than $250 for two of them. And as always, if the video helped you out and you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.